Well, here's a good one in our calendar of things. Today is French Toast Day. No complaints there. It's no surprise there's a day devoted to the recipe. We've been making it, in fact, for at least 2,100 years.
There's a recipe for French toast in a cookbook that dates back to the Roman Empire. The dish is called aliter dulcia, which translates into English as another sweet thing. And it calls for crustless bread soaked in milk and eggs, fried in oil, then covered in honey.
I'll stick to just calling it French toast, but you did a great job with it. Of course, these days we know that the proper way to dress that French toast with maple syrup, and there must have been a lot of cravings for it recently. In 2022, Maine's maple syrup industry had a great year. According to a report from the National Agricultural Statistics Service, production of maple syrup in Maine was up 30% over the last year. Maine is the third-ranked state for making maple syrup, behind New York and Vermont.
And if you're looking for something perhaps a little sweeter than what they served in ancient Rome, just head to our website because we've got Lee Goldberg's mother's recipe for stuffed baked French toast. He recorded it back in 2007. You actually do most of the work the day before you cook it and leave it in the fridge overnight. Goldberg says this is the kind of breakfast that will leave you full all day long.
Looks delicious. All right, French toast has also become such a staple that it even turns up in makeshift cities. You might remember this one. In 1998, the band Fish played in Limestone, and some 70,000 people turned out to attend, making it the most populated place in the state that weekend. And as our Chris Nielsen found out, when you have that many people around, you need all the usual services of a real city.
A city complete with a message board, a communication center, even a peanut butter and jelly vendor. This is capitalism at its best, with food from frozen daiquiris to French toast. After a quick meal or a night of camping out, it's time to get refreshed.
Because water is like the commodity, you know. I mean, everyone's got to have water, so. And ice.
More than 10,000 gallons of water is being pumped out of these stations each hour, and eventually, it's all got to go somewhere. More than 600 porta potties dot the landscape here. And with a city of this size, you got to have some place to put the garbage. There's more than 2,000 of those 55-gallon drums, and officials expect more than 300 tons of garbage to be generated this weekend.
Gotta have the French toast.
Yes, that was the key part. I never thought about that at a festival. Where's the French toast stand?
Which goes with the frozen daiquiris, apparently.
Right. Perfect mix.